happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to the Eagles versus Giants Week 18 preview with Nicky Stees. Please do me a favor. If you're new to the Hardcore Sports Network, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the network. I'm also doing this over on my channel, so if you're watching this on the Hardcore Sports Network and you haven't come across my channel yet, here's the link. I'm going to put it in the chat. So there's the link right there to my channel if you haven't discovered it yet. So we're going to give it a few more seconds right here. Let some people join in. I just shared it in the HSN group chat. And I just shared it with my community. So I'm going to give it a few more seconds right here before we get into it. But while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to say, for those of you guys wondering what my thoughts are on the Damar Hamlin situation, if you haven't heard it yet, I did that yesterday. In my Saints recap, I did that at the beginning. Then I clipped it into a regular video. So you can check that out on my channel if you haven't done so and you're curious what my take is on that situation. So we're going to give it, like I said, just give it a few more seconds. Then I'm going to get started talking about this Eagles-Giants game. So it's obviously, even though we already got the playoffs clinched, Giants had the playoffs clinched, still a big matchup because we, alongside the Giants, we still have a chance for home field alongside the Vikings and even possibly the Cowboys too. Yes, there is still a possibility that could happen. Wait, is there but us and the Vikings, yeah. Okay, so let's get into it, shall we? So as I was saying, so this Eagles-Giants Week 18 at Lincoln Financial Field, we're looking for the season sweep. We split with the Cowboys and the Commanders during the regular season. Now, we got the Giants. We have the chance to sweep and the chance for home field advantage. So we still have something to play for in this matchup. We're not just here playing. We don't have home field advantage clinched. We're not in a position where we have our playoff spot locked. So we have to play for something in this matchup. So I'm expecting the Eagles to play the starters in this one because we won home field advantage. And I alluded to it a little bit yesterday in my recap of the Saints game that the reason we must win this game, because now, remember, there's only one first-round bye with the 7th seed. You get 3 wild card matchups, so that means only one first-round bye, and that's the team with home field advantage. So it's more important now that we have home field advantage. Now, if we still had the 6-team format, it wouldn't be as significant, because we'd still get that first-round bye, but that's not the situation we're facing. So we got to come out here and win this game against the Giants. And not to mention, the other teams still in contention for home field advantage are the Minnesota Vikings, which I'm going to take a look at the standings just to see specifically where the teams stand. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. So take a look right now. Give me a second. I'm going to share the screen with you guys in a second. We're going to take a look at the NFC playoff picture. Give me one moment. So here we go. So I'm going to share this with you guys. So we got the NFCs on the right-hand side of the screen. We have the Philadelphia Eagles. They currently would have home field advantage if the season ended today. Then you got the 49ers would be number 2. The Vikings 3. If we look at their opponent down, see 49ers, you got, see where my mouse, there's the 49ers, 12-4, number 2 seed, Week 18 matchup, the Arizona Cardinals. So that should be a win for them right there. So, right, there's that. And then there's the Minnesota Vikings, which we already got the leverage over the Vikings because, let's face it, we beat them in the regular season already. They have 4 losses. We have 3, so we would get a tiebreaker off them automatically. Like, say, if the 49ers lose to the Cardinals, we automatically got home field advantage automatically. So then again, yeah, so we'd still like the win because then we control our own destiny. We don't have to worry about the 49ers getting upset by the Cardinals. We don't have to worry about that at all because, hey, we have that home field advantage clinched right there if we would just win this game against the Giants. And then, of course, the Vikings, hey, we beat them, so we don't have to worry in that case necessarily. So stop the share right there. But yes, folks, I would rather us win this game against the Giants. I'd rather have Jalen Hurts start because clearly he's the better option here than Gardner Minshew. And because we see the past couple weeks how Minshew's look. Clearly Hurts is the better option than Minshew. You saw how much better this team looked, how much more of a spark they had in the passing game. So if we're going to win this game, control our own destiny, we need Jalen Hurts to play. Okay, so we can't be having all the right. So we gonna need Hurts to play. Can't be affording to take chances with Minshew, I feel, after that. Because he's at best a streaky quarterback that'll play good at times, but he's never a long-term option. Kind of like a poor man's Ryan Fitzpatrick, if you will. So I'd put a lot more trust in Jalen Hurts against the Giants, especially seeing what he did to the Giants last time around. So I want him to start so we can go win this game, get this W, and not have to worry about any other out, and not have to worry about the 49ers game. So that's what I want right there. I don't want to have to worry about the possibility that they could have it over us. No, I just want this win right here. Win, get home field advantage, get that first round bye, give our players a week to rest, give Lane Johnson, Josh Sweat an extra week to recover. So then we can come back with that home playoff game fresh. So I think in ideal scenario, yeah, it's good to give Jalen Hurts that playing time. Let him shake off that rust of not playing the past 2 weeks. Let him get his arm back into shape by letting him get some reps against the Giants. Then you get that week for the whole team to recover before that home game. And then business from there against whoever, whether that be the Cowboys, the Giants, which I don't see that happening in the playoffs, but whoever it may be, the Vikings, just whoever, Buccaneers, whoever the case would be. I just would like to see us get that 1 week rest before playing that home game, the divisional round. So, yeah, I definitely want Jalen Hurts to start. That's going to be one of my keys to victory right there is going to start Jalen Hurts. As of right now, though, he is still questionable. But remember last week we was probable, but then he didn't start. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take a look at the injury report for both teams. I'm going to show you it right there. Let's take a look. You see Jalen Hurts is questionable for this matchup. And our running backs are healthy. AJ, Devontae, Quez, all them good. Tight ends good. But then you got Lane Johnson's out. So that was a big hole at right tackle that we struggled to fill against the Saints. So I'm still a little worried about that one right there. Then on the defense, we got Josh Sweat is questionable. TJ Gardner-Johnson's still out. You got Marcus Epps is going to be in his spot. Vontae Maddox is questionable. Right, so that's our depth chart, right? That's our injury. Now let's switch it up to the Giants, right? Hold on a second. That's not what I was looking to do. Let's go, Giants. So injury report. We got Sterling Shepard on IR. Looks like their line's healthy. On defense, you got Leonard Williams, Dory Jackson questionable. So the Giants are going into this matchup healthy. Because remember, last time, yes, I'm not looking to take away from a win last time, but remember last time the Giants had some injuries. So you have to remember that played a factor in the game and us dominating them too. Not to say that we aren't the better team. Yes, we are the better team, but that played a factor in us being as dominant as we were last time. So this time we have a few injuries right there. Lane Johnson out, CJ Gardner-Johnson out. So we're hoping that doesn't reverse the outcome of this game. And you can see we're starting to get some people coming in. You can feel free to leave a comment in the chat. Feel free to say hello, ask me a question about the game, or give me your opinion about anything I say. Whatever the case is, please feel free to leave a comment in the live chat. I'll greatly appreciate it. So that's one factor right there. But that we should still be able to beat the Giants, though we are the better all-around team. But however, confidence after the past couple games from our perspective is lower. Obviously, especially after the Saints game. clearly confidence in this team's a little bit it's the lowest it's been this season for me thus far. Now, obviously, yeah, not having our starting quarterback played a significant role in that game, but yeah, but it's lower for that being one reason. Another reason it's lower is because of the play calling. I hinted at it yesterday when recapping the Saints game. Shane Steichen, Nick Sirianni, and Jonathan Gannon. Okay, Jonathan Gannon did all right last week, but then again, it was against the Saints, who are are going to have a losing record regardless of how they do in their Week 18 matchup. I forget who that's against, but they're 7-9. They're having a losing season. And you saw offensively, you're like, it was just mind-boggling offensively what happened there. Why we didn't try to run the ball, why we were trying to force the pass frequently with Gardner Minshew when he's not that QB. I mean, that's just not going to work right there here in this time. We should try to run the ball more, which I don't see why they didn't do that against the Saints. So the point being, I got my concerns about the coaching staff and the play calling offensively going into this matchup. So that's another thing that's got my confidence in this team lower than it has been throughout the season. And then, so yeah, there's those factors. And then you got the injury factor too. So, I mean, I'm still thinking we could win this game, but who knows? But we still got to do a lot of things right. We got to play better. And there's some keys to victory could go through right here. So I'm probably going to switch it up a little bit, get through the keys to victory right here. So I'm going to change the banner on the screen real quick, and then we'll discuss keys to victory. Okay, actually, oh yeah. Okay, good. So now our keys to victory versus the Giants. One of those keys, I alluded to it a few minutes ago, got to start Jalen Hurts. He clearly gives us the spark we need in this offense. We're not getting that spark from Gardner Minshew. Jalen Hurts, he can make those big throws, get the ball to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. He can do his thing passing. So let's get Jalen Hurts in the lineup. Let's get him back to doing what he's doing, all right? He'll give us what we need to get this win right here. So that's one key to victory right there. Another key to victory, obviously, we got to fix the play calling. We got to run the ball more, okay? You have Miles Sanders, 1,000-yard back, behind one of the better O-lines. I mean, obviously, you got Lane Johnson's missing at right tackle, so that's going to play a factor, but it shouldn't be the only thing playing a factor here. It should not be. So we should still be able to come through and get this W even without Lane Johnson. We should still be able to run the ball effectively without Lane Johnson. So we got to get Miles Sanders more carries, got to run the ball too, on top of having Jalen Hurts starts. That's the second key to victory right there. Because we see when we go past Happy these past couple of weeks, it had with Gardner Minshew, it didn't work out so well. It reminded us of how important that run game is. So that's key number 2. Key number 3, we got to be able to stop Saquon Barkley right there because he's coming into this matchup healthy. And so far, though, but he has had a bit of a slump these past couple of weeks, so we should be able to stop him right there. We got the talent right there on the defensive line to stop him. We've been doing a solid job against the run all season, so we got to be able to do that right there, too. So let's make sure we stop Saquon Barkley. Key number 3. Fourth key to victory, get the blitz on Daniel Jones, okay? Look, Daniel Jones can make some throws when he has time and when he has protection, but when you bring the heat on Daniel Jones and all the pressure's on him, he struggles. See the Cowboys game on Thanksgiving as an example. See the first time we played the Giants. All right, when we get that heat on them and he feels the pressure, he folds in that situation. So that's another key to victory right there. Bring that pressure on Daniel Jones and give him a hard time right there. I mean, you can do that. Trust me, he's not going to be as effective right there. Look, Daniel Jones is effective in the right situations. Like the Colts game, he was effective. But then again, the Colts are clearly in tank mode right now. So was that really that impressive right there? And like I just alluded to, the first time we played in the Cowboys Thanksgiving game, he struggled. Even the first time against the Cowboys on Monday night back in September, he struggled there too. So please get that pressure on Daniel Jones. Make him struggle right there. So those are some of my keys to victory right there. And I'm going to further emphasize some points because one point I forgot to mention about the passing game, I'm going to get to that, is the Giants are giving up an average of over 215 yards against the pass all season. So that's why you get Jalen Hurts back in the lineup. He should be able to have a field day against this Giants defense. Now, he may not be 100% because he missed a few games, but considering the Giants don't exactly have the best pass defense in the league, tend to struggle, that should allow Jalen Hurts to find openings and get the ball to his guys and move the ball downfield. Now, should we still run the ball as well? Yes, we do need some blends of run and pass because it was the lack of blends of run and pass that was a factor in Jalen Hurts getting injured in the first place. So we need to touch up on that. So that's another reason right there we should go back to the key of we need to start Hurts and pass the ball right there. So there's another key to victory right there. So overall, man, we should be able to get this W right here. Should be able to get this win and get home field advantage if we follow through on those things right there. Now, obviously, I do have some question marks, though, because of the fact that obviously we've struggled the past couple weeks, but really, we should be able to get this W right there. I mean, I'm thinking for score predictions, I'm actually going to kind of cheat on this and go with 2 scores right here. So I'm going to go with for score prediction, if everything works out, I'd say give me the Eagles by a score of 24-13 if all works out well. However, if, Gardner Minshew has to play and we're struggling a little bit, I'm going to say possibly 19-16 in favor of the Giants, if that happens right there. So I think this score game, it's all going to come down to how the Eagles prepare for this game, who's in the lineup, who's not in the lineup, and what the game plan is. Those are going to be the factors right there that decide who could win or who could lose. So that's why I cheated a little bit, went with 2 score predictions. But while I'm still on here, I decided I'm going to add just a little bit extra to it. I'm going to drag this out to probably at least a half hour right here. So I'm going to look at the schedule for week 18 a little bit. We're going to look at the week 18 schedule. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. Maybe give you guys some of my predictions right here real quickly. So I'm going to close this out a little differently by looking at the schedule. So let's see. So we got Saturday. We got 2 matchups on ESPN. First, we got Kansas City Chiefs playing the Raiders in Las Vegas. Obviously, Kansas City, they want home field advantage. They're going to play their starters. And obviously, they're going against a struggling Raiders team with, Josh, Bill Belichick, wannabe McDaniels as their coach. Kansas City should be able to win this matchup here. And plus, the Raiders have no depth. Who are they even playing as their starting quarterback? Hold on. Actually, I'm going to look that up real quick, and I'll get back to you in a sec. Who's even their quarterback now that Derek Carr's benched? Hold on a sec. I'm going to look. Oh, it's Jarrett Stidham, but he's questionable. It could be Chase Garbers. So Chase Garbers could potentially be the Raiders QB. But let's get back into it. So, yeah, I'm definitely picking Kansas City to win that game for sure. Then you got the Sunday night matchup for the AFC South, Tennessee Titans versus Jacksonville Jaguars. I'll take the Jaguars in that one. They're clearly playing better at this point. Titans are trying to start Joshua Dobbs, which I just think you should start Malik Willis. I know he's not playing good as a rookie, but he's a rookie. There's at least some hope his ceiling could be higher, but that's their problem. Moving along to the Sunday matchups. Yep. Baltimore versus Cincinnati. They said time to be determined because of the whole deal with the Bills game there. But wait, why does it say time to be determined? Because wait a second. The Bills and Patriots are still scheduled for 1 o'clock right there. But I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one. They still feel like they might have something to play for. If they play their starters, I'm going to go with the Bengals in this one. If they decide to rest their stars, then the Ravens will probably squeak by. See, Buccaneers and Falcons. Bucs decide to play to build momentum. They should be able to beat the Falcons in that one. Bills, Patriots. I think Bills are still looking to possibly play for home field advantage because they beat Kansas City. I mean, they probably going to play their – I don't know what the Bills are going to do, though. They might come into – even if they do play their starters, they might come into that matchup a little off mentally after what happened Monday night. So, I'm not sure, actually. And I know the Patriots are still fighting for a playoff spot, so they're still going to do everything they can to try to win. So, I think if the Bills don't come into the game there mentally, I think the Patriots got a shot if that is indeed the case. That's going to be another big what-if factor there. Where are the Bills going to be mentally come Sunday? That's the big what-if there. So the Bills should be able to win if they go with their starters, but there's still a chance the Patriots could win there. Bears and Vikings, I got the Vikings winning. But because the Vikings lost to the Packers, it's not going to affect us on our seeding because they have one more loss than us. We beat them during the regular season. We beat them on a tiebreaker for a higher seeding. That's not the game I'm concerned with beside the Eagles in the NFC. Colts and Texans. Dun 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 dun. I'll just say I think maybe the Colts start Matt Ryan and they'll win. Texans will secure the number 1 pick. I'll just ignore those ads right there. You got the Dolphins and Jets. Dolphins should win, but with the way their season has collapsed, you never know. And then Jets have collapsed. I'll take the Dolphins. Panthers, Saints. I'll take the Saints in that one. Steelers, Browns. I'll take the Steelers. Chargers, Broncos. Give me the Chargers. Like I said, Eagles, Giants. I just gave you my predictions on that one. 49ers, Cardinals. I think the 49ers will win. So that's why I feel like we need to win against the Giants because 49ers are likely to beat the Cardinals, and they should beat them. Because who do the Cardinals even have as their QB? Again, I'm probably going to have to pull up a depth chart. Second right here. You got Colt McCoy questionable. David Blau. I'm thinking 49ers there. So we must win. So there's no chance the 49ers get home field over us. Seahawks, Rams. Give me the Seahawks to win and clinch the number 7 seed. Cowboys, Commanders. Give me the Cowboys. That's another reason we got to win right there. We don't want the Cowboys getting that home playoff game. And I feel like the Cowboys can beat the Commanders. And then you got Lions, Packers. I'll take the Packers in that one. So those are my picks right there. And like I said, the 49ers, Cardinals, and Cowboys, Commanders are the games that have implications on whether or not we can win the division and get home field. And considering I feel like the Cowboys and 49ers, the two teams that stands in our way, are accomplishing both respectively, the division, which is the case of the Cowboys Commanders outcome, and then home field advantage, which also is the case of the 49ers Cardinals game. I feel like both the Cowboys and 49ers should win their respective games on paper. So I feel like that's why we got to win to make sure we have both NFC East crown and home field advantage. So that's really about all I can really say about this right here. So to everyone that tunes in, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. For any NBA fans watching this, tonight, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Pick and Roll Podcast. Me, NYG, Jeff, Giant, who's a Giants and Jets fan. Mitch Kofsky, head of the Hardcore Sports Network. Next Shift, Randy, Toronto Raptors and Philadelphia Eagles fan. We're going to be having some NBA talk. We're going to give our top 5 all-time at each position in the NBA, and we'll have some other subjects we'll discuss on that later tonight. So if you're an NBA fan, you want to check that out as well. It's on my channel, Hardcore Sports Network, Mitch's channel, Randy's channel, Jeff's channel. So until next time, Nicky Stees signing off. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's get the W. We'll see what happens, and I'll be back for a recap that next week. In the meantime, you can catch some content on my channel, some shorts, some other live streams I'll be appearing in throughout the week. Until next time, signing off.